Alrighty, folks, it's Farrell with Crowd Surfing. I'm not sure where we're at. This is probably the coolest place in the entire world I've ever been, ever. I'm here with Craig. Craig, can you tell me a little bit about where I'm at and what's going on here?
You're in Media Riff Studios. Media Riff is an ad agency that I work at. I'm one of the owners of the shop. And by day, we do ads and video and all that stuff, websites. And by night, we like to play. So that's why you're here tonight, is for a little bit of playing.
Seriously, this place is cool. I've never been here before, and you have the coolest things in the entire world. That's something else to talk about later. What specifically is happening tonight?
Specifically tonight, we are going to record an album, and it's an experiment.
I'm here with
Larry Nybo.
And Larry, what is this contraption?
This is a theremin, a Moog theremin.
Yeah. It looks like a magic trick or something. Is kind of what it looks like.
No, it's actually pretty easy. It's got pitch and volume. So the left hand controls the volume, and the right hand controls the pitch. It's just a really pretty simple, old Scooby-Doo sound.
Yeah. It kind of. Alrighty, I'm here with
James Wymore.
And Holly Anderson.
And can you guys tell me a little bit about what you're doing down here?
The awesome Craig Nybo invited us to read a little short story while they jammed some music in the background.
Really? So, dumb question. Short stories you have written, correct?
Yes, original.
We formed this band, we call it the Freestyle Gargoyles, and we recorded an album a couple of months ago, and it was completely improv. We just hit the record button and just went, and it was instrumental. So we got thinking about that and how cool that was, and I kind of operate in two different spheres. I'm an author and I'm a musician, so I called some of my author friends and invited them all over, and they wrote some material, and they're going to go ahead and play or read their material while the band is playing.
It kind of reminded me of like the original Star Wars. The intro music to that is what I thought. You got the Star Wars theme going.
Star Trek theme.
Or Star Trek, not Star Wars. Yeah, that's something totally different. There. Is that what they used then? Is one of these?
It is. This is the actual instrument they used. I'm just learning how to...
So what do you got planned? You gonna play something that's gonna? How can I structure this question so it makes sense? Are you guys gonna play something that's gonna try to throw these musicians off? Or are you gonna try to read something that they'll be able to play too?
Well, I'm hoping they'll be able to play to it, because that's kind of the idea behind it. But I'm not trying to trick them. So
that'd be fun to throw them a curveball. And yeah,
Jason might be doing that.
There you go. That's a good idea.
I wish I thought of that. That's such a good idea. Now I'm like, why did I just write something to go with music? I could have made this so much funner.
That's right. Well, just try it. Just, shoot from the hip.
Okay.
The band is going to do some stuff, they're going to read some stuff, and we're going to see what happens. It's completely unplanned, and when we release the video and the DVD, or not the DVD, but the free download, you will know that it hasn't been edited or tampered with in that way. That's the whole idea of it.
You have no idea what they're going to read. You have no idea what you're even really going to play then. You're just going to start going.
No.
How on earth does that work? There's
a bunch of techie stuff I could get into.
Yeah, but I mean, dumb it down for me a lot.
You're actually physically standing on ground, and the closer you get, you're actually interacting with the circuitry inside. So they're just measuring the distance between your hand. It's kind of like an iPod, how you can touch it. Sort of the similar principle.
So can you like tune it? I know this is gonna be. Well, yeah, but can you does it play like in different keys, or is it just? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Was that me? That was me.
You get way back like this.
Are you kidding me? So what I'm gonna have to ask Craig.
His girlfriend pulled out a gun, and suddenly they were spiraling down the black spiral into insanity.
I'm gonna have to ask Craig, because you know what this kind of reminds me of is like I'm probably gonna be the only one there who knows this. I hope I'm not. It's gonna be kind of like Red Solvine, right?
You're the only one who knows that. Yes.
you know? No?
Sorry, what is it?
Red Solvine was a musician like way back in the 60s and 70s who would like talk over music. He didn't really sing, he just talked. You know
Oh,
what
I
mean?
respect that.
One factor that we do have in our favor is we have Mark Robinette, who's quite honestly the greatest musician that I know. He is the number one guy. I admire him a ton. And he has agreed to come and conduct the session. So he will bring us through the moods of the album. All these cameras everywhere when he came back to that.
So it's kind of like a trombone, sort of.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, I used to play trombone, so it kind of helps me keep the key on, yeah.
That is really cool.
So you want to give it?
Yeah, let me try it. I'm not sure. Here, I'll trade you.
Yeah, put your left hand here on the. Yep.
It's not gonna shock me, is it?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And then you just move your.
Yeah, you'll move your left hand away, and that controls your.
Oh,
Move your right hand.
that's. So the further away your hand is here, the louder it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
And the closer this hand gets, the higher pitch.
He was really big for truck driving songs.
Awesome. I didn't do a truck driving song.
No? Well, that's where the you know the teddy bear song everybody references everywhere in the world, correct?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
That's Red Soul Vine. See?
Okay, all right. I know where that is then.
Wow, for half a second I felt really smart.
Have you ever seen So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Yes, I have.
That's kind of what I'm riffing.
Oh, really?
Music.
His own version.
It's a different. It's a story.
Kind of like
And a poem.
along that line.
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty. Well,
I hope, but I'm no Mike Myers.
Yeah, well, me either. So, thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So any prediction? Is it gonna be great? Is it gonna be like, oh man, we probably had to practice next time?
Well, some of it will probably fall apart a little bit naturally, but there will be some moments that I think will be awesome. A lot of awesome moments. So you have to kind of accept the sort of experimental avant-garde nature with it and understand that stuff happens as part of the picture, and then grab onto the great parts that are going to happen. The last album we did was pretty cool.
Alrighty. Well, hey, I'm excited to see it happen. So you look like you're just about ready to go. So I appreciate you talking to me. Thanks.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming, guys.
Sounds like the cops are coming.
And if you kind of wiggle your hand, it's vibrato, like scary Scooby-Doo sound.
I almost broke it.
No, you're good. You're good.
That's really cool. Okay, we'll switch positions. Alrighty, I'm here with
Keith Moon.
and Keith Moon, like not the original Keith Moon, right? You never get that joke ever, do you?
Never, ever do I get that joke.
It probably never get old, even if you did, right?
Nope. I usually just play dumb when people say Keith Moon. I'm like, I don't know who that is. So yeah.
Alrighty, I'm here with.
Rob Griffin.
And Rob, can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing down here?
What I'm doing here, I'm going to move my fingers as fast as possible and hope it makes something coherent.
I was gonna say, in just a random order. Do you have a plan for him to go any place specific, or?
No, I never do. That's what makes life exciting. You never know what's going to happen.
Kind of sound like Forrest Gump. You never know what you're gonna get, huh?
Yeah. My plane's like a box of chocolates.
But I'm sure they're all good, right? Because there's chocolate. It can't be that bad.
Yeah, they don't have like that cherry crap in the middle, you know. Yeah.
So yeah, I never even knew anything like this existed. I thought maybe they just did that with like a synthesizer or something like the keyboard.
Yeah. Well, actually, the first one was invented back in 1921. So.
Really? So they've been around for quite a while.
Yeah.
Well, right on. Well, hey, thanks for talking with me and letting me try out your toy. I almost broke it.
Oh, no, you're totally good. Yeah.
All righty, thank you.
Excellent. Right on. Thanks.
This drum set is bigger than Alex Van Halen's, I think.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. We're kind of working on a new project, a steampunk sort of a feel, and we wanted this to be kind of a main piece for the show that we're doing in September. But because it's such a big, massive piece, and this little thing we're doing tonight is kind of experimental, we thought it'd be really cool to use it tonight as well.
So you play guitar, and then you play the steel guitar. Is that what the lap steel guitar? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know I was going to play it tonight, but it's all set up for me, so I guess I'll fiddle around with it.
So what's better to play, the guitar or this?
I'm more experienced playing the guitar. Last year we did an Esquivel thing, and I had to learn how to play this for that. So I'm not very good at playing the lap slide.
Alrighty, I'm here with.
Mark Robinette.
And Mark, can you tell me a little bit about what you've got going on down here?
Well, Craig has asked me to be sort of a conductor of sorts. There's a lot of different instrumentalists that are going to be reacting to the stories that are told, and he thought it might be nice to have someone in front sort of delivering a consensus and guiding the musicians through the story.
My cousin actually welded the whole frame, put these big sheets of metal on it, attached a lot of the things. A lot of the things were found. We went up to a salvage yard and found a lot of these pieces just to add to it to get some cool sounds out of it. Some saw blades. Those are actually mortar shells, just cut to different lengths. This is like some type of filter pump case. And you get some pretty cool sounds. And then, of course, we've added in regular components as well because there were some cool sounds, but it kind of lacked, standard things that people are used to hearing. So we did add some natural or normal elements to it as well.
It'll be more interesting to watch you play this one than in the guitar.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
You feel kind of like Jeff Healey playing this, though, kind of, don't you?
Yeah, without the blindness, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. We'll take off your glasses and
My
maybe.
glass, yeah.
You have to give that a try. Just take your guitar and just lay it down and start playing it.
Maybe I'll start playing with my teeth or something. Just pick it up and yeah.
There you go. That's never been done before.
Well, Jimi Hendrix, but
Not with a lap steel guitar, though.
I might break new ground tonight.
That's a good idea. All right, we'll be looking forward to it. Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you.
In between the stories, we might have all the musicians play in kind of a louder or more lively type of style, and then as it gets time for someone to speak and start his story, then we would maybe narrow it down to one or two instruments, something like that. So I think that's my job, is being the conductor.
Are you going to be the only one running all of these when, like in September, when you guys do it? Are you going to be the only one back here? Or you're going to need some help?
That's the plan. Some of the songs are still kind of a work in progress, and so. Right now, everything still feels like, the goal was for me to be able to pull the whole thing off myself. So that's kind of what we're shooting for. But come September, we may change our mind. There's some songs where some of the other guys are maybe not as busy, and so they can maybe grab some sticks and hit a few things as well. But yeah, the goal is mainly to have me play everything in September, and then of course for tonight, try to pretty much produce all the sounds we need to as well. But with this being improv, you don't know what's going to happen, so just kind of what the feel ends up being.
Alrighty, I'm here with
David West.
Jason King.
And can you guys tell me a little bit about what you're doing down here?
I've been friends with Craig for a while now, and when he invited us for this Freestyle Gargoyle, I'm tongue twisting this, Freestyle Gargoyles Space Balrogs collaboration, I was all over that.
Well, no wonder you got tongue-tied. That's a lot of things to say in one sentence, right? So did you write something specifically just for this, or do you guys just take something you've written in the past?
I wrote something this morning actually for this. I'm a procrastinator.
So you just did it like you had plenty of time. You had all day, right?
Well, yeah, I called in sick from work and did that and a couple of their authory things. So, yeah.
So you're the boss. You're the one that tells everybody what to do.
Well,
that's a good job.
Yeah, although I've been thinking about it a lot, and there's so many good ideas going around that I don't want to, stifle them by having my influence maybe conflict with their influence. So I think we're going to have to kind of work out a team effort here where if somebody's going somewhere, maybe I can just stay out of the way and then sort of be more of a timekeeper more than, necessarily.
So what it is, you're walking a thin line on you're kind of the boss, but you also make everybody else look good, right? You're such a handsome devil. You just lighten up the room and make it.
I do have this going. So.
Alrighty, well, I appreciate you talking to me. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're going to be a busy man that day if you run all this stuff. Holy smokes. So with those mortar shells, different sizes, did you cut them to a specific size? Or you just cut them whatever, and whatever sound happened?
I kind of just turned everything over to my cousin, the welder. I just said, hey, this is the sound we like. Those were all the long length. And I just said, just cut this one, the smallest one, cut it exactly in half of the biggest one, and then put the other one somewhere in the middle. So we didn't know, but we have kind of messed around with them to to get the pitch, so we know what they are now. But and they ended up turning out pretty cool. So I don't really play any other instrument other than drums, so I wouldn't necessarily, say I could sit and play along with everybody else and be in the right key, but it's just more to produce kind of a cool sound.
There's a lot of drums here to play. I don't understand how people can, I admire authors because I can't get the thoughts from my head onto paper, and I can barely get them from my head out of my mouth, but I'm better at that than anything. What is the most important thing to remember? Let's say I wanted to write something. What would be the most important thing to remember?
Just to keep putting it down.
Regardless of how horrible it is.
How horrible it is, just keep putting it down, because the more you put, the better it's going to get.
Alrighty, I'm here with
Rick. Oz. Everyone calls me Oz.
And so how did you guys get stuck back behind everything? They just tucked you away like you don't matter.
The horns really don't matter. We're just kind of dressing on the side.
I was going to say they just have you guys feel better about yourself. You're like, oh, you guys can be in the band too. Come on.
It's best to hide us anyway.
Two handsome devils like yourselves, and they're going to hide you away? What's up with that?
Oh, thanks.
Well,
So here are some of the sounds that you'll hear tonight. This is the the filter pump case. Some natural things.
You got to keep working. You got to keep working at it. You keep working at it, you'll get there.
Alrighty, very good. Well, hey guys, thanks for talking with me. I appreciate it. They're probably intimidated by your handsome good look, so they're like, put those guys in the back.
Something to that. I think it could be that also we just fake it. We don't actually play notes. It's somebody else is playing the music. We're just here to look, just side dressing.
Kind of like when you're in choir in junior high and they force you to be in choir, so you just sit back there and just move your mouth, but you really don't sing.
We never were in choir. We were playing in the band.
You guys were cool. Alrighty, I'm here with
Brandon Tucker.
And Brandon, they've put you in the forefront. They left the other two guys in the back. How did you manage to get out of the corner and in the spotlight?
Shorter than them, so they can stand wherever they want and be seen over me, so it's fine.
So you're like, well, I got to get it. Maybe you can stand on the desk. That'll help. Just clear all this crap off, whatever it is, and just stand up there.
I got the loudest noisemaker too, so they just figure I can stand wherever and it'll be fine. But.
Well, I get stuck in choir because I don't want to do anything else, and they make you do something,
If you heard me sing, you'd know why they wouldn't put me in choir.
Hey, be careful. They might have us singing. Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
Now we're singing. Good job.
I can go talk to Craig. You guys sing if you'd like.
Solo mio.
See? You guys got it.
Of course, there's this big kick drum down here too. You can hit it. Kind of makes a cool sound on the side.
You should just wander around aimlessly the whole time playing it. That would be great.
That would be definitely fit with the mood of the evening, I think.
You're winging it. So you're just walking around and playing whatever. Maybe just for kicks, blow it in somebody's ear and see the reaction you get.
I haven't tried that one yet. We should try and see what kind of go for the reaction factor.
Just be ready to block a punch or something, I imagine. All righty. Well, hey, thank you for talking with me.
Hey, good to have you here.
You're one half of a barbershop quartet.
The two of us make up. Yeah.
I can almost do math. All righty, guys. Thanks for talking with me.
Yep, thanks.
Anyways.
Very cool. All right, folks. Hey, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. I'm going to sit down here at the Media Riff Studios and check this out.